Have you ever wondered what happens if a TSA officer asks to see your phone at the airport? Most travelers don't realize that under certain conditions, your device can be inspected, not by TSA every day, but by border officers working alongside them. And here's the part that surprises many seniors. A few common apps on your phone could make that inspection take a lot longer. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through which apps to remove, what to keep, and how to protect your privacy every time you travel. Let's separate fact from rumor. TSA's main job is to keep flights safe. They don't routinely scroll through personal phones, but during secondary screenings or at international borders, officers from U.S. Customs and Border Protection have legal authority to inspect digital devices. That means your phone should be treated like your passport, secure, organized, and ready for inspection if requested. A cluttered phone full of tracking apps, hidden folders, or outdated programs can raise questions you don't need on travel day. Let's start with one of the biggest privacy risks most travelers overlook: old or unused social media apps. If you've had your phone for a few years, chances are you've installed platforms you barely use anymore, maybe Facebook, Messenger, or even older ones like Pinterest or LinkedIn. They might seem harmless, but here's the hidden problem. Those apps don't just sit quietly on your phone. Many still run in the background, storing old login sessions, location data, and private conversations. Sometimes in plain text that isn't properly encrypted. When you travel, especially through busy airports or international borders, this kind of unprotected data can make your phone more vulnerable if it's inspected, lost, or connected to a public Wi-Fi network. Some of these older apps also request broad permissions, access to your contacts, photos, and location, long after you stopped using them. Even worse, outdated versions of popular apps can have unpatched security flaws. That means if your device connects to unsecured airport Wi-Fi, a hacker could technically intercept stored session data or old messages without you ever noticing. Before you travel, take 5 minutes to review your apps list. Ask yourself, when was the last time I actually used this? If it's been months or years, delete it. For the ones you still enjoy, update them through the official app store before your flight. Keeping only the apps you truly use makes your phone lighter, faster, and more secure. It also means that, if an officer ever needs to quickly check your device, there's less personal data on display and fewer outdated permissions running in the background. It's a simple habit, but one of the smartest ways to protect your privacy before you fly. The next group of apps that can quietly put your privacy at risk are free VPNs, phone cleaners, and so-called performance boosters. On the surface, they sound helpful. Who wouldn't want a faster, more secure phone before traveling? But here's the truth most people don't realize. When an app is completely free, you're usually the product. Many of these programs make money by collecting and selling your data, your browsing history, device ID, and sometimes even your exact location. Some free VPNs route your connection through foreign servers, which can flag unusual network activity if your phone is inspected during a security check. Others promise encryption, but don't actually secure your data. They just route it through unknown locations, where it can be logged or shared. That's a red flag anywhere, but especially when you're traveling abroad. Phone cleaner and booster apps are no better. They often ask for deep system permissions, access to your storage, cache, or files, but rarely do much more than duplicate what your phone already does automatically. In some cases, they even display pop-up ads or install hidden tracking code that slows down your device. Before your next trip, open your settings and review these types of apps. If you see anything labeled Free VPN, Speed Booster, or Clean Master, delete it. Your phone's built-in settings already handle memory cleanup safely. If you truly need a VPN, choose a reputable paid provider with clear privacy policies and strong encryption. And always log out or disconnect before you reach airport security. Remember, the best privacy protection isn't another free app. It's a clean, secure device that you fully control before every flight. Now let's talk about something many travelers never think about: fake airline or travel apps. Every year, cybersecurity experts uncover dozens of imposter apps that look almost identical to the real ones from major airlines, hotel chains, or booking sites. They use the same logos, the same colors, even the same loading screens. But behind the scenes, these apps have one goal: to collect your personal information. When you install a counterfeit travel app, it can quietly request permissions to read your messages, access your camera, or scan your email for booking confirmations. Some even ask for your passport number, credit card details, or frequent flyer logins. Once that data is stored, it can be shared or sold without your knowledge. For senior travelers, this poses a double risk. First, these fake apps often appear at the top of search results in app stores, making them hard to spot. Second, they can clutter your phone with ads, pop-ups, and hidden tracking links that slow down your device, or worse, raise suspicion during a digital inspection. Here's the safest way to stay protected. Always download airline and travel apps directly from the official App Store page linked on the airline's website. Check the developer name, it should match the real company. Avoid third-party booking apps that promise cheap last-minute deals or instant upgrades. Before your next flight, take a moment to delete any unfamiliar travel or airline apps. Reinstall only the verified ones you actually use. It's a small step that protects your identity, keeps your device clean, and ensures your next trip starts in in des dorns, en den dods, den sans. Stress-free. The next group of apps to reconsider before you fly are photo vaults or so-called private gallery apps. On the surface, they seem like a smart way to keep personal photos hidden. Many travelers install them to protect family pictures, travel documents, or even screenshots of important information. But when it comes to airport security and privacy, these apps can actually work against you. Here's why. Most vault apps are designed to conceal content. They use secret folders, disguised icons, and sometimes even decoy passcodes. If your device is ever selected for a routine inspection, that kind of software can appear suspicious, even if you're hiding nothing more than vacation photos of your grandkids. Security officers might ask additional questions, and the process can take longer simply because the app exists. There's another issue. Many of these vaults aren't as private as they claim. Some store your images in unencrypted local folders, or sync them to unknown cloud servers without proper security. Others drain your battery or slow down your phone because they're constantly scanning for new files. A safer, cleaner solution is simple. Move any important images to a secure, reputable cloud service such as Google Photos, iCloud, or Amazon Photos. Make sure they're backed up, then delete the Vault app completely before your trip. When your phone is transparent and easy to navigate, you avoid unnecessary attention at checkpoints and you keep full control of your digital privacy. It's one less thing to worry about, and it helps your travel day run smoother, faster, and with total peace of mind. Next on the list, file-sharing apps like Zender, ShareIt, Zappia, and similar tools. They're incredibly handy when you want to transfer photos, music, or documents without using the internet. But when it comes to travel, especially through airports, these apps can create privacy and security headaches you don't need. Here's the issue. File-sharing apps store cached copies of every file you've ever transferred, even the ones you think you deleted. Those cached files can include images, PDFs, and downloads from other people's phones. If your device is ever checked by airport security, these leftover files can appear as unknown or suspicious content, simply because the app hides them in deep system folders. Another risk is that many of these apps run their own local Wi-Fi networks or open Bluetooth connections in the background. That means your phone could automatically connect to nearby devices without your knowledge. A serious privacy concern in crowded terminals or public lounges. Even more concerning, older versions of some file-sharing apps have been flagged for security vulnerabilities that allow hackers to access data through open ports. For most travelers, that's not worth the risk. The smart move? Before your next trip, transfer whatever files you actually need, like boarding passes, medical forms, or travel insurance documents, to a secure cloud service or email backup. Then uninstall the file-sharing app completely. You'll free up storage, reduce potential security flags, and make your phone simpler to navigate if it's ever screened. A clean device not only looks professional, is mine. Let's move to a category that's becoming more common. Crypto wallets, stock trading apps, and investment trackers. Now, let's be clear, there's nothing illegal about having these on your phone, but when you're traveling, especially across borders, they can sometimes invite unnecessary attention or questions you'd rather avoid. Here's why. These apps often display sensitive financial data right on the home screen, things like your total balance, account ID, or transaction history. If a security officer or customs agent briefly inspects your device, that information is visible at a glance. In some countries, large crypto holdings or financial apps can raise additional questions about declarations, tax status, or business intent, even if you're just on vacation. There's also a technical risk. Many crypto and trading apps stay logged in by default, keeping live connections open to financial servers. That can expose session data or wallet addresses if your phone connects to public Wi-Fi. Here's the smart move. Log out of all financial apps before you travel. If possible, hide account balances or switch to view-only mode for the trip. For crypto wallets, avoid carrying large balances on mobile apps. Store them safely in a hardware wallet or secure cloud backup you can access later. If you don't need to check your investments mid-flight, temporarily uninstall those apps until you return. You'll protect your finances, reduce security risks, and minimize exposure of personal data, all while keeping your trip stress-free and compliant. Travel light, not just in luggage, but in digital footprint too. Now let's talk about another category that quietly collects more data than almost any other: dating and anonymous chat apps. Whether it's Tinder, Bumble, Whisper, or other lesser-known platforms, most of these apps track your GPS location 24 hours a day. That's how they find people nearby. But it also means your phone is constantly sharing where you are, even when the app isn't open. When you're traveling, especially across borders or through airports, that's unnecessary exposure. Your phone's GPS log can reveal your movement history, recent places you've visited, and even timestamps of when you were there. Some security scans or app reviews can flag that type of tracking as excessive or suspicious, particularly if you're using lesser-known or foreign-based dating platforms. There's also the issue of data storage. Many dating and chat apps keep copies of your messages, photos, and match history on remote servers, not just on your phone. If your account ever gets compromised, that information can be exposed without your knowledge, and from a practical standpoint, these apps drain battery, slow performance, and can interfere with other app permissions while you're on the move. Before you travel, log out or temporarily delete any dating or anonymous chat apps you don't plan to use. It's not about judgment, it's about digital hygiene and protecting your privacy. Once you're back home, Ijing Cyberbitcho, Subagarbam, Gurken, Ryderbyter Digrigo install them safely. But during your trip, keeping your phone clean of constant GPS trackers gives you better battery life, smoother performance, and most importantly, peace of mind while you travel. Finally, let's cover a category that feels useful but is often harmful: free Wi-Fi finder or hotspot unlocker apps. At first glance, they promise convenience, instant access to nearby networks, faster connections, or an easy way to find free internet in a foreign city. But many of these apps quietly harvest your device identifiers, track your usage patterns, and even share connection logs with third parties. Here's what usually happens. The app asks for broad permissions, access to your device ID, nearby networks, and sometimes even your location. Behind the scenes, it builds a profile of where you go and what networks you've used. That data can be sold to advertisers or worse, collected by unknown servers overseas. In an airport or foreign country, that kind of signal activity can look unusual if your phone is reviewed, and it increases your exposure to privacy risks. There's also a security problem. Some of these tools automatically connect your phone to unsecured or spoofed networks that mimic a legitimate hotspot. That makes it easy for attackers to intercept logins, session cookies, and sensitive information. When you're traveling, especially in crowded terminals or cafes, you don't want your device jumping onto risky networks because a free app suggested it. The easiest fix is the safest. Delete those Wi-Fi Finder apps and use your phone's built-in Wi-Fi settings instead. Manually, choose networks. Verify the network name with staff, and avoid public Wi-Fi for sensitive tasks like banking. If you must use public internet, consider a reputable paid VPN, but remember to disconnect it before security checks. After the cleanup, these are the apps worth keeping on your phone. Official airline app, get real-time gate and luggage updates. Google Maps or Apple Maps, download your route offline. Health and emergency contacts app, medical details in seconds if you need help. Password manager, safer than written notes. Translate and itinerary tools like TripIt or Google Translate for smoother communication abroad. Before heading to the airport, turn on airplane mode, clear browsing history, and disable background refresh. That simple step helps your phone start the trip private and organized. While you're organizing your phone, take 60 seconds for these extra protections. Back up your contacts and itinerary to secure cloud storage. Lock your phone with a strong passcode or fingerprint. Disable automatic Bluetooth connections. Use TSA-approved locks on your luggage. Keep medications and critical documents in your carry-on. Small steps like these mean fewer travel surprises and a lot more peace of mind. Travel today isn't just about packing bags, it's about protecting your digital life. A few minutes of cleanup before your flight can save you stress, questions, and unwanted attention at security. If this helped you, tap the like button and share it with a friend who travels often. And subscribe for more senior travel tips, from staying safe online to discovering stress-free airport hacks. Because smart travelers don't just plan the trip, they protect the journey.